What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, all that information is in the description box below. Also, make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speak TV. Make sure you subscribe over there. And when you subscribe, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you get all the notifications when I drop a new video. Now, let's get into this topic. Alright, y'all, now as I sit here looking through social media because we are waiting for Hurricane Dorian to come this Labor Day, so you all keep everybody in Florida in your prayers, and those of you who have already left, we wish you all safe travels and all that good stuff. But us true Floridians know how to get through this, and we will be fine. I'm sure we will be fine with the Lord's help. But I was looking through social media and this story came up, and it was interesting to me because I have talked about stuff like this on this show before. And I said I really didn't want to touch this issue because I guess people want you to bash people when you talk about certain topics. And for those of you all who have subscribed to our platforms, you know that I am not the person. This is not the show where I'm going to bash people. Having worked in South Florida for over 10 years as a social worker, I have seen and heard it all. So if you're looking for commentary that's going to bash people and beat them down and make them feel bad about themselves, I'm the wrong YouTuber. You're on the wrong platform. But we're going to talk about this topic today. Malik Yoba is coming out as a straight man who is attracted to women, and he doesn't differentiate between cisgender women and transgender women. In an Instagram post, the actor, who we all recognize from his roles in New York Undercover, Empire, and some of our favorite Tyler Perry movies, shared his thoughts about love, attraction, dispelling a number of myths and biases in the process. Malik went on to write on his Instagram post, and I'm going a little further down in the post. He said, "I love all women, and I count myself among those that find themselves trans attracted. I too have felt the self-imposed shame that comes with that truth, but it's time to speak up. It's not about genitalia or sex, but attraction to the soul and humanity of an individual." Now, the reason Malik posted this message on Instagram is because he saw a video that went viral a couple of weeks ago of this young man here, Maurice Reese Willoughby, a 20-year-old man who recently took his own life. And people are suspecting that a lot of the harassment that he endured during that video and some other personal problems led to that, because the men in that video were taunting him and harassing him for being in a relationship with a trans woman. And that made Malik stand up and say, wait a minute, Maurice is not the only one, so am I. And he started off his Instagram post with this: "Attention, black men, all men, this is not okay. This video is another heartbreaking example of homophobia, transphobia, hatred, hypocrisy we as black folks, black men in particular, have to name, face, and call out and do work to heal." Now, I'm not going to play that video of Maurice being taunted by those men. It's on social media if you all want to go watch that video. And definitely rest in peace to Maurice Reese Willoughby. Our prayers are with his family and friends. But what I want to talk about today is, as I was looking at people on his Instagram and Twitter and all this other stuff, there were people who were applauding Malik for coming out saying that he was trans attracted. But on the other side, there were people who were just bashing him and saying, how could you do this to the community? You were married to a woman and you have kids. How can you? I mean, people were going all in on him, and you're out, get out of your fraternity. Just all these different types of comments. And my thought was, when someone in society tells us, this is who I am, basically love me or leave me, do we just forget all of the stuff that they have done and just say, that's it, man, you counted out, you're not a part of us? All of the work that he has done. Now this is what his life is going to be just because he said that he's trans attracted. And, you know, it made me think, because I remember around 2016 when Malik Yoba did the movie for TV One, the TV movie Dad Rehab, which focused on 4 men learning how to truly become dads. And they went to this rehab to, you know, to help them do so. And he did an interview on this news station out in Atlanta, and he was talking about organization that he started and how much this movie meant to him and what he was doing and giving back to the community. And I want you all to hear that.
Things that impact people where it really matters. I don't think I've ever done a film that hits people so squarely in such a fundamental way.
But this is art imitating life. You actually did something like this very similar in real life.
I started a foundation for fathers 18 years ago. My daughter was born. And so this is the continuation. We work with groups like Fathers Incorporated, Ken Braswell, right here in Atlanta. There were groups like Urban Dads that showed up last night, Black Men Smile, 50 Shades of Black. So although this is focusing on men of color, it's a universal story. So for me, I have to give it those props. Thank you, TV1, and partnering with my company, Iconic 32.
Yes,
so we have been doing the community engagement around the country, making sure that people connect with the film that need to connect it, because it can be used as a tool. And a lot of, there's a guy that stood up last night that said he was wrongfully accused at 20-something years in prison, 4 sons, didn't grow up with his sons because he was away from his sons. All 4 of his sons are now incarcerated.
Oh boy.
And that's just one example of what happens when the fathers aren't in the house. And so that's obviously the most tragic type of example, but it's just real.
Speaking of example and real.
Now, you all see Malik in that interview talking about what he's doing in the community with his company and the organization he started 18 years ago. Now the organization is well over 20 years now, because that interview was done a while ago. What he's doing in the community. And he has not hurt anyone. This man just said that he was trans attracted. And there are so many people who are just going to discount the things that he's done in the community because he comes out and says he's trans attracted. Not that he's acted on it, but just saying that, hey, I can't lie. This is what I feel as well. Now, Malik, honestly, if we just look at it, he really didn't have to say anything on his Instagram posts or to anyone except for the people who he is in a relationship with, the women he's been in a relationship with in the past, or the one he's currently in a relationship with now. He only owes them an explanation. He really don't have to tell us anything. And who knows, maybe those women knew. Who can say that they didn't know? But the thing is that he saw the treatment of Maurice Willoughby in that video, and he said, wait a minute, that could have easily been me being taunted by those guys on the streets. So I have to speak up. So I guess my question for my subscribers, viewers, is, do we just discount everything this man has done with his career and things that he has done with his company to help people in different communities? Do we just throw that away because he comes out and says that he is trans attracted? That's what I want to ask. Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And go off. Say whatever you want to say. Please be respectful. Please. But I also want to say this before I leave. At least he's telling the truth. And I say that because I haven't shared this with you all, but I'm going to do it on this video because I think it's apropos. Now, I did the video on Pastor Albert Weathers up in Sterling Heights out of Detroit, who is charged with the murder of the transgender woman Kelly Stowe. Now, when I did the first video, we were waiting for more information to come out on that particular case. And then one of my Facebook friends, a young man, sent me some more information when the second story came out, when they went to the preliminary hearing. And another trans woman came out and said that Pastor Albert Weathers frequented that area and he was a regular there picking up transgender women for interactions, communion, laying on of hands, fellowshipping, all of that stuff. That the pastor was a regular. Now, the man who sent me that information, after I did those videos, he said, Dawson, thank you for doing the video with integrity, not bashing, not laughing, and just getting right to the point. I appreciate your integrity. And this man went on to say that the pastor's wife is his best friend. Yep, that's what he told me. He said that she had no idea that her husband, the pastor, was going out to pick up transgender sex workers. She had no idea, and that she was hurt by it. And that she's dealing with so many issues in her life. And it went on to say that he was even abusive towards her. You all, tell the truth in relationships. I appreciate all of you all who send me these stories. Yes, we're going to talk about it. We're not going to hold back. We're going to be fair. We're going to be, we're not going to bash people. I'm not telling anybody to change their opinions. Believe whatever you want to believe. Come on. Everybody has free will and free choice. That's on you. But I'm saying that we have to talk about these issues because this stuff is not going anywhere. Now go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this video. Say whatever you want to say. Be respectful. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.